Kia ora, welcome to my happy place. If you like today's video, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment so I know that you've been. Don't be shy, and please enjoy. Right, I've come on tonight to play in my supermarket journal, and I've gessoed my page, and I have a focus picture that I've marked out there so that I just know where it's going to go. And I'm going to use my Dilution inks again, Distress Oxide should I say. We're just going to be putting some colour down. I've gessoed my page. Right, now let's hope I'm in line. And this is antique linen that I've got here. I'm just going to be doing little bits of. Let's go down the crease there. A little bit of that. And this one here is Twisted Citron. These are colours that I don't use a lot of, but I just thought they'd be nice to use. You've got to use these things, otherwise they're going to dry up, and then I'll be really annoyed with myself. I'm going to come over here a bit. Doesn't matter if I go over there because it is going to be covered up anyway. And this one here is an orange. Let's go into it, see how it's emerging. Quite liking that as a background. A little bit in the edge there. Come over this side. Quite liking that. I might just go over my antique linen again, give it just a little bit more of a don't have a true yellow in this, but that orange is quite, it looks more orange on my screen than it actually does on there. But I'm quite liking that for a start. Let's move into that bit a little bit. And into that one a little bit more, just so it's not quite so. I don't want it to look like it's got lines everywhere. Alright, quite liking that. So I'm going to give that a dry off. Right, I'm back. I've dried it off. Now I've got this butterfly stamp, and I just want to stamp it there with some embossing ink, and I hope my ink is still good enough. Let's give it a really good. Right, let me see. We can just give that a stamp about there, I think. Give it a really good push down, and hopefully it'll it'll take, and we will give it a good sprinkle here with our embossing powder and get it all on. Right, now this is going to be the difficult bit. Right, we'll just tip that little bit in. I'll not wasted too much of it, and I'll just slip this under here, see if I can now that made one hell of a mess. Now I thought that I'd dried that really well. I'm going to get a brush out and see if I can do something with that. I'm going to take that right off because that did not work. So that tells me that my glue is done for, and I need to get either a refill or buy a new one. So I'm a little bit miffed about that, but we will be back when I tidy this up. Right, I'm back and I'm having another go at it. I've used something else and we're just going to see if I can just put it where I want it, hopefully, and see if this works any better. Right, I've got my bit of paper again, and we'll see if this worked any better. Oh, I believe it did. Right, I'll just take the lid off this and put this away before I just spill it absolutely everywhere. The lid back on it. Right, now I'm going to give this a tidy up. Oops, just misshaped the tail a little bit there, but I'm okay with that, I think. That'll be enough, and I'll just heat set that, see how we go. Right, I'm back, and it's what my wing is looking like, and I really think that came up really good. And what I did was I used glycerine, and I just put it onto my sponge and dabbed it onto my stamp, and that came out really cool. So I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm going to try it again on the other side and see if we can get it to work again. Right, now I'm going to go on to our other side. Right, put the lid back on our bottles because we don't want to do that now. Where's my dust cloth? Give it another dusting with my cloth here. Right, let's see if this is going to work. And we are going to go on that side there. Hopefully it will work. Right, get our paper back again. Let's see if we can lose it on this side. not so good on this side. It's sticking everywhere. And that just rip your nightie. It just really... Right, get that out of there. Move that. And see what we can do here. Just take all this off for a start. It's really not working out, so I think I'm going to wipe that off, and we will right, I'm back, and that is not my best work, but it is the best I can do, so I'm going to leave it for the moment, and I'm going to get my stamp pad out, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping. Alright, and this I'm just going to put a little bit of stamping around just to I think that's enough. I like the look of that. So that is that. That's what it's looking like. This page is rolled up a bit here. Let's see if I can just roll it back the other way so it's not... Yeah, that's a bit better. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I might cover that with some wings. Stamp the butterfly and then put it on the top. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Right, now that I've done that, I'm going to use my stencil, this one here, and I'm going to just put that like that there, I think. Now what I want is a knife, so I can do that. Alright, I'll just put that there, and this is my newest one, and I bought this one and it came faster. The others haven't come yet, but I bought them with my Buy Me a Coffee funds from Susan Gruber, I think is how she said you say it. See what we can do here. We don't want it to I really like it. Now take my hand off that for a moment, see if it'll stay where I put it. Right, let's see how that goes. Lovely, I like that. Right, I'll just dry that off and clean up my stencil and I'll be back. Right, we're back and we've done that. So now I've got some bits of washi tape here that I'm going to put around. Just a little... Now I bet you've lost where that hooked up there. Oh, here it is. Just a little bit of, yeah, it looks like it's not going to stick there. I'll just give it a stick down where we think it's going to, maybe not. Awesome. This has just got little bits of faux writing on it. Rather cool, I thought. Right, put it down there. I'm liking that. We had a beautiful, beautiful frost this morning. It was a glorious day until late afternoon. I'm going to put another bit of glue down there, I think. And then it got overcast, but it was a glorious day. I think it was 0 degrees. And I do love a good frost. Right, so I've got that. Maybe one more little bit over here, I think. I'll just go down here. Cool. Right, I'm liking that. Not so much that, but you know, sometimes you just got to go with what it is. I've got another little bit of washi tape here. I'll see if I can find the end on. Went to look at a house today with my daughter at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and she's applied for it. Quite a few people went to see it, but because they've sold her house from underneath her, and she's been with them a long time in several houses, we're hoping, and more than likely she'll get preferential treatment. Where are you? And it was a lovely house, so we've got our fingers crossed that she'll get it. It's right across the road from the school that my great-grandchildren go to. They weren't 100% wrapped with that, what with my granddaughter suffering from anxiety, but they think it's going to be okay. The house is sort of quite high up on the, this is a nice sticky one, quite high up on the section, so they're hoping that it'll be good. And it's a corner section, so they've only got neighbours on one side, and it's a very, very private backyard. It's a very nice house. It's just been all done up by the look of it, so we'll have our fingers crossed that she gets that. Let's putting this around as well, just because we can. Wasn't exactly straight, was it? But hey, it does not have to be. It does not have to be straight. We're going to cut that off a bit. I don't want that quite going over that. So we'll just take that off there. Right. Now, what are we going to do now? I think we'll put a colour on our, I don't know what you call them, but I know that you pick them and you blow them and make a wish, or we used to when we were kids. So now what am I going to do with this? I think that I'm going to have a go with my gold luster here, and I think I'm just going to put a tiny bit drop of oh, that's more than a drop, but never mind, of nearly like a sieve, what is it, glycerine on there. And let's see if we can get a little brush, give this a little, go down these sides, see if we can get a little bit of this on here without a little bit too much water on that, but it is giving it a little gloss. Quite liking that. You can see that. I'll go up on the edge where it's come off and see if I can get a little bit more on. Alright. Let's get a little bit more. This is our gold luster, and I got given this in E.Mail a long time ago, and it's gone hard, but just put a little bit of moisture on it and it works very well. And just see if I can just go around this and get colour on these little bits without getting it absolutely everywhere. So my granddaughter will be here on Friday. Unfortunately, they have a funeral to go to on Saturday because her boyfriend's grandmother died. But they were lucky that it was at a time when his exams were finished. He had his last exam yesterday, so at least he got to do that before a sad event. And then he'll be working while he's up here, and Bethany will be visiting with her mum and sister and us. But because she's up, it's a good excuse for my husband and I to get away to the lake for a little bit. I'm liking that. I think that's looking really good. And just to check on our caravan and for me to go and get my nails done. My little nails, because they're getting so long, are getting a little bit unstable, and I'm scared I'll break them. So I put a bit of tape on them just to firm them up till I go and get them redone. Right. So if I can just put a little bit of that in the bits here that the it's supposed to be wholly like that one, but it's not. But that's what it's looking like. Just get a little bit of gold colour on it. Oh, I'm quite happy with that. Right, now, what else are we going to do? Do we want any other colour on it? Right, now I have got my little picture here. It is going to go there. When I found this picture, it just reminded me of my granddaughter who suffers with anxiety, and I thought, oh, I'm going to do a page with that. And I didn't want the page to be colourful because the picture is so colourful. So I think I'm going to put down that down with matte medium because I want it to stick. I want that because I think I'm going to do something else with that. Right, where is my, what did I do with it? there it is. Got a little wee spatula brush here. It is really good for putting down your glue. You can smooth it around nicely and it does not ruin another brush, because I'm always ruining brushes. I haven't had too bad a day today pain wise. It's been not too bad, so I'm quite happy about that. I finished my antibiotics today, so I'm pleased about that. I hate taking extra pills. Right, now I'm going to just put a little bit on the back of this as well, just to, so I can get it around the edges. Oops. Like that down. I have got embossing powder absolutely everywhere. Bring that down there. Put that there. Right. Just a little smaller piece of, I can just push it down around the edges there. I'm really liking that. Right, now I think we want my Stabilo all. Right, I'm back. I just had to put a little point on it. And let's see if I can just get around this without making too much of a mess of it. I'm just going to get up around our thing and cover my little pencil line, hopefully. Just have to move that around this way a bit. So I'm quite looking forward to going off to the lake on Sunday. We'll catch up with Bethany and Colin, and then we'll go away off to the lake. I think I'll just put that around there too, like that. And hopefully I might just be able to just turn that over a bit, see if I can just get it up around the wing here a bit. Right, not 100% sure about this, but once you start, you've got to go with it. Right. Right, now I am just going to use a Q-tip to just, oh, it's making it quite dark, isn't it? I don't know if that was such a good idea, but hey, you got to go with these things once you start. Just turn the page around. Yes. Get up here and just take her out of that. I'll just give that another little dip in the water, I think. Give it a wipe off. Right. I'm just going to just take it out a little bit further. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'll sort of edge it out a little bit further so it's looking a little bit more shadowy. I think I'm actually quite happy with that. Not perfect, but I'm not unhappy with it. I think it needs a little bit more, but not quite sure what. Oops, I'm back, and I'm just going to just a little bit more stamping. And what else have I got here? Take that off. And this is just I think maybe that's going to be it. Those probably went overboard, but I really quite like it. I'm quite happy with it. So what do I want? I want a pen, and we'll see where we can write. And on here. Next, and the date today is the 23rd. Of the 6th month, 21. Right. And we need a little bit of black. Where is my black? I'll just put that on there, and we'll do it with ink. Just see if I can. Just go around the edge just a little bit. Go around this way. Yeah. Like that. I think it just gives it a little bit of a something around the edge. Just finish it off.
Thank you for being with me. Kia kaha, stay strong, and I'll catch you again soon.